Sarah Chan pulled her cream coat tighter against the winter wind as she walked through the forest parking lot. The business conference had run late, and now snowflakes were beginning to fall heavily around the tall pines. At 34, she'd built her consulting firm from nothing, but lately the success felt hollow. Another hotel room, another city, another deal closed. She was fishing for her car keys when she heard a small, trembling voice cutting through the quiet snowfall. "Ma'am, please, I can't find my daddy." Sarah turned to see a little girl, no more than 4 years old, standing alone in the snow. She wore a red, sparkly dress completely wrong for the weather, her brown hair in 2 messy braids. Her blue eyes, wide with fear and filling with tears. Sarah's heart lurched. She dropped to one knee, forgetting the snow soaking through her cream pants. "Sweetheart, where did you last see your daddy?" The child pointed toward the dense woods with a shaking mitten. "We were making a snowman. I went to get pine cones, and when I came back, he was gone." I called and called. Sarah looked at the darkening tree line. The snow was falling faster now, already covering old tracks. Every instinct screamed at her to call for help and wait, but something in the child's terrified face made her move. "What's your name, honey?" "Emma. I'm Sarah. We're going to find your daddy together, okay? Hold my hand tight." They moved quickly into the woods, Sarah calling out, "Hello? Emma's father. Can you hear us?" The little girl gripped her hand with surprising strength, trying to be brave, but whimpering softly. 15 minutes felt like hours. The forest grew darker, the snow thicker. Sarah's designer heels were useless, her expensive coat inadequate, but Emma's cold little hand in hers kept her moving forward. Then she heard a weak groan from behind a fallen tree. "Daddy!" Emma broke free and ran. A man lay partially buried in snow, his leg twisted at a wrong angle beneath him. He was maybe 37, his face pale with pain and cold. "Okay, Emma," he gasped with relief, then saw Sarah. "Thank God. I slipped on ice, fell down the slope. Phone's dead. Couldn't reach her." Sarah immediately called emergency services, giving their location. Then she removed her coat and covered him, using her scarf to stabilize his leg as best she could while Emma clung to her father's hand. "You're freezing," the man protested weakly. "I'm fine. Just stay still. Help's coming." But Sarah was shaking now, and not just from cold. She sat close to them, trying to share body heat, and Emma crawled into her lap, still holding her daddy's hand, creating a small chain of warmth and comfort. "I'm Daniel," he said through chattering teeth. "We live 2 hours from here. Came up for the day. I'm a single dad. My wife died 3 years ago." Sarah held Emma closer. "I'm sorry. Ma wanted to see real snow. Make memories, you know?" Some memories these turned out to be. He tried to laugh, but winced. "I'm making a memory right now," Sarah said softly. "You're showing her what love looks like. That you'd never leave her, even hurt and scared." Emma looked up at Sarah with those huge blue eyes. "Are you an angel?" "Daddy says Mommy's an angel now." Something cracked open in Sarah's chest. "No, sweetheart. Just someone who happened to be in the right place." But she wondered if that was really true. All her success, all her carefully constructed life, in this moment, holding a frightened child in the snow, felt more real than anything she'd done in years. The paramedics arrived with flashlights cutting through the dark. They stabilized Daniel and got him on a stretcher. Emma refused to let go of Sarah's hand, so Sarah rode with them to the hospital. At the emergency room, Sarah stayed. She bought Emma hot chocolate, found her a warm blanket, and sat with her in the waiting room, making up stories to distract her while doctors treated Daniel's broken leg. Hours later, when Daniel was settled in a room, Emma finally fell asleep against Sarah's shoulder. A nurse smiled. "Beautiful family." "Okay." Sarah didn't correct her. Daniel, groggy from pain medication, looked at her. "You stayed." "Of course, I stayed." You don't even know us. Don't you have somewhere to be? Sarah thought of her empty apartment across the state, her calendar full of meetings that suddenly seemed less important. No, she said. Not really. Over the next 3 days, while Daniel recovered, Sarah kept coming back. She brought Emma books, played games with her, made sure Daniel had what he needed. They talked during visiting hours, real conversations about life and loss and what matters. On the 4th day, as Daniel prepared for discharge, Emma hugged Sarah tight. Will we see you again? Sarah looked at this brave little girl who'd somehow wandered into her life and changed everything. Then at Daniel, who was watching her with quiet hope. Yes, Sarah heard herself say. You definitely will. 6 months later, Sarah opened a second office 2 hours from her original location. She told her business partner it was a strategic expansion. She didn't mention the little girl who taught her that being lost sometimes means you're exactly where you need to be, or the man who'd shown her that strength sometimes looks like vulnerability. She didn't mention that some business decisions have nothing to do with business at all. The snow was falling again the day Sarah pulled up to Daniel's house, no longer as a stranger, but as someone who belonged. Emma ran out to meet her, and Sarah caught her up in her arms, both of them laughing. Sometimes the best things in life find you when you're not looking. Sometimes helping someone else is really about saving yourself. And sometimes, in a snowy forest, in a moment of fear and courage, everything can change. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more heartwarming tales. Leave a comment below about a time when helping someone changed your own life. Your stories inspire us to keep sharing these moments of connection and hope.